أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. So briefly today, what I wanted to talk about is the word I want to talk about today is shukr. Shukr. Of course, translators have it as gratitude, but I feel like gratitude doesn't encapsulate all that shukr is in classical sense, in classical Arabic sense. You see, the etymology of shukr, unlike gratitude, if you just hear gratitude, what does gratitude mean? What does gratitude mean really? Like, to what extent is gratitude? Is gratitude just saying thank you? Is gratitude just, I don't know. But these picturistic classical Arabic meanings and ideas gives vigor and oomph to what shukr really means. And so let me just get into it. Shukru in classical Arabic is said, for instance, of a cup that you put water in it and it starts spilling over. So this spill over is what is called shukr. So let's say the cup is this size and you put water to it and it starts spilling, then it is shukr. But what happens is that if the cup is this size and you put water in it, and as the water is about to get to the top, you make the cup bigger, you make the cup bigger, you make the cup bigger as the water is going in, so that there is never any spillover. This is ingratitude, you see. So at what point in each of our lives do we, when we realize that we are full, is the time we start to spill over, is the time we start to show shukr. The moment or the instance we think we are not full, then we cannot be grateful to God, or we cannot be grateful to anything really. Because as they say, contentment is basically the foundation of happiness. The moment you are contented, then you start being happy, and through being happy, you start showing gratitude to God, to everything. Like, once you think about the billions of neurons in our brains working, the more than billions and billions of neurons also in our body, the breath we are taking in, the breath we're exhaling, the function, the fact that our body is moving, we are growing, everything is happening. Our eyes are seeing without our input, our heart is beating. You know, there's all of these things that, other than the material things, there's all of these things within us, that the moment we feel like, wow, that's a lot of stuff, even just the air being present, that's a lot of stuff, we start showing gratitude right away. But if we take that for granted, then there won't be any room for gratitude. If we're like, that's just basic, like there is no reason to be grateful for that, then we cannot be grateful. Just like the cup where you put water in it, if it continues to get bigger, what if you put water in it and it gets even smaller and smaller? The cup gets smaller and smaller and the water is just everywhere. You see, this is gratitude as a magnified gratitude. There's another instance that would help us perhaps think more of gratitude. Is gratitude, or shukru, is also said of a camel that drinks less and does more. For instance, for like 100 kilometers, maybe the average camel needs to drink 50 gallons of water or something. But this camel drinks just 1 gallon. And not only does it traverse the distance at a faster rate, it does it producing milk along the journey for the guys on the journey also to drink. It does it blissfully, it doesn't complain. This camel is said to be doing shukr because it's just taking a little and it's giving more. Just like the cup instance, going back to the cup instance, it's taking a little and it's spilling, you see, it's spilling over. May Allah make us part of those that are grateful to God, that show shukr. And Allah, a lot of people don't know that one of Allah's name is shukr. Allah says is shukr in the Quran. And what that means is that we don't have to do much or the little that we do, Allah's gifts, or Allah's the reward we get for the little that we do is way more than the little that we do. So we don't even have to, we just have to start with the basics. Start with the basics, and Allah is promising Jannah as big as the heavens and all that is beneath it. Like, that's like, what can we possibly do? Looking at just Earth, in the universe, in the universe, you see how tiny it is. What can anything on that tiny spectre of particle, what can anything on it do that will be big enough to the one that created everything? You see? And so you see the instance of Allah's shukr in that the little that we do, Allah has promised that He will give us way more than we can ever imagine. May Allah make it easy for us to be grateful to Him. May Allah make us grateful. May Allah make us people of shukr. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa sallim taslima. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.